Welcome to Port St. Lucie. This is Professor Tefero for Western Literature. And in this segment of Western Literature, we're going to move on to Shakespeare. Don't be intimidated by the word Shakespeare. Shakespeare is just as uh, easy or not as difficult as it would appear as the other uh, subjects and areas we have examined so far. We just have to take our time and carefully look at some of the things that Shakespeare had for his techniques and his skills. The two plays we're going to examine today are the Hamlet and Julius Caesar. Now, both of these are basically historical tragedies. Um, Shakespeare was very good at doing his research. He did historical research to make sure that the characters were in line with history, and then he added his own tragic elements to the story, which were he was an expert at both tragedy and comedy. So let's look at what he did with Hamlet. In Hamlet, you have a protagonist who comes back to his family, and he finds that his father has been killed um, by his current stepfather. And so this makes this king a evil stepfather. And so he is marked for death by Hamlet. Unfortunately, Hamlet takes the honorable way out and gets involved in a situation where he himself is killed, and everybody dies. The queen dies, Hamlet dies, the king dies, and the king's son dies, and everybody in the royal court basically gets killed. So this is not one of those happy ending movies where everybody feels good. This is a tragedy, and it's a classical role for several actors in British theater and other places. So that's Hamlet. Um, when we get to Julius Caesar, some of you may already know what happens to Julius Caesar. On the Ides of March, he goes to the Senate and gets assassinated by all the senators. So there's really no suspense here. Um, it's the trip, not the final destination, that counts in the works of Shakespeare. Everybody knows that Julius Caesar is going to get killed. It's how does it happen? What are the events that lead up to it? Um, how can you not avoid your fate? Shakespeare does a wonderful job of building up um, all the characters, especially Brutus and Mark Antony, who was eventually defeated by Octavian in Egypt. Um, he builds up the characters in such a way that you're still interested, even though you know what the conclusion will be. So those are two tragedies by Shakespeare that, if you choose one of these to be your project, you'll be choosing something worthwhile. Until next time, this is Professor Tefero from Port St. Lucie, wishing you a happy and healthy day. Take care.